Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're taking a look at WRC 3 for the PlayStation Vita. WRC 3 it's a rally style racing game that is going to be able to bring you a good amount of hours of fun. The game is available on PlayStation Network for around $29.99. As I was actually able to get it for around $7 on the weekend flash sale. But I got it a lot cheaper, but still $29.99 is not a bad price for a PlayStation Vita game. I actually found this game to be really amusing. You're gonna find different game modes. You do get your multiplayer, and for single player, you're gonna be able to get or play a single race or stage. You're gonna be able to play a single rally or a championship. When you do get into the cars, you're gonna find yourself a lot of choices in cars depending on what class you're doing, what kind of championship you're doing. You're gonna find it goes from the slowest to the fastest rally cars in the world. You're able to find some of the most popular ones, like you see in this case. I was driving the VW GTI. There's gonna be some Mini Coopers, the WRX and the WRX STI and the Lancer Evolution. There's a huge amount of cars that you can choose from, and the best thing is that everything's unlocked right when you start the game. The only thing you have to do is go jump into a race and do or make the better time or the best time to get into first place. The game is a little bit challenging, and I found that to be something really cool on a PlayStation Vita game or any mobile racing game. Most of the games are actually kind of frustrating to play when I'm playing on mobile. This game I actually found it to be challenging, not frustrating, and it's a little bit hard to get a hold of the gameplay because I'm not used to this responsiveness on a mobile game. One of the cool features it's the replay or rewind feature. If you do make a mistake when playing or when racing, you can always rewind or replay so you can delete that mistake and make the best time that you can make. Now the cars do have a lot of detail, and I actually find that really cool. The graphics are not the best graphics. Don't expect PS3 graphics. Don't even expect PS Vita graphics, because I actually think they kind of downgraded the graphics, and the PlayStation Vita is able to do better than this, or the capabilities of the Vita are better than this. The landscape is not crisp enough, or it's not really crisp or sharp. It's not ugly. It's actually pretty background, but I think a little bit of motion blur could have done the job. Now the landscape or the graphics don't really take away from the fun of the gameplay. The gameplay is actually pretty cool and entertaining. The cars, like I said, they actually do have a lot of detail, and you're gonna be able to distinguish what cars they are. And if you look at them closely, they're actually pretty good or pretty well designed. Something that actually really matters here is the driving physics. If I can compare this game to other PlayStation Vita racing games or any other mobile game that it's a racing game, you're gonna find yourself actually having a lot of fun with these ones. The controls are very responsive. They're very responsive, and the joystick is actually pretty sensitive. I found it to have really good driving physics, and that's actually a huge deal when playing these games. If I compare this game to Need for Speed, one of the major flaws of Need for Speed was the responsiveness of the joystick. It's actually a pretty bad thing on that game. This game actually, the responsiveness of the game, the sensitivity of the stick, everything is actually pretty good. The handbrake works, the regular brake works, the acceleration is actually pretty cool, and the trigger actually responds pretty fast. On this game, something I actually found really cool is that the damage does matter. If you are not careful enough when doing a championship and you damage your car too much, you're gonna find yourself performing less. So you want to make sure you take care of your car. You're gonna get time and the opportunity to fix your car. They time you. If you take more than you should, they're gonna give you a time penalty. But you're gonna be able to fix your car and have something really cool that makes it a little bit more realistic. Another feature that they added is your co-pilot or your co-driver. The guy that is telling you the turns when they come in and how big they are, how open they are, how long they are. So that's actually pretty good. It's not very useful in my opinion, because you're pretty much concentrating on staying on track. And even if the guy's telling you the turns, sometimes they're a little bit hard to handle. The difficulty of the game depends on the tracks that you're playing, but the game's still challenging. Even if you're doing the easiest track, it's a little bit challenging. The controls are great. I didn't really find any type of flaw. Maybe there are flaws, but I actually didn't feel uncomfortable. This is because this is a PlayStation Vita game, and I have less expectations on a game. This game was actually a little over my expectations. The gameplay it's really fun, and I found it to be very entertaining. The sound of the cars is another thing that I found really good. Most of the racing games for mobile gaming or for PlayStation Vita, I'm gonna keep saying mobile because these are mobile games. Most of the sound is actually very bad. I found the engine sound something I really care about to make me feel like I'm racing a little more. Is the engine sound. The engine sound was very clear and good for a mobile game. The music's actually pretty good as well. There's no music while you're racing, but there is music while you're on the menus and stuff like that. So I actually found that very entertaining. Something that I found a little bit bad was the tracks. The tracks are a little bit repetitive, depending on what championship or what class you're on. You're gonna find yourself playing the same track over and over again, because the only thing they change when you change tracks on quotations, it's the length of the track. They probably add a little more to one track, but you're still playing the same track. Or they will change the starting and the end point. On one place you're gonna start in one point, and then the other track you're gonna just start in the opposite way. Some of the best things, it's just the difficulty of the game. It's good. It's not frustrating. It's just challenging, and it's a really cool thing. The driving physics are awesome. You get a good amount of options in the game, and just the car selection, it's great. I recommend this game. I actually found it to be really amusing and more entertaining than any other racing game out there for the PlayStation Vita. So if you're gonna go get it, it's on PlayStation Network. Make sure you make some space on the game, and have fun. Thank you very much for watching, my friends. Stay posted for the next video. Press the like button, that helps my channel, and bye bye.